Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name's Rochelle and I'm here to do a reading for Monday, December 20th. December 20th, what? December's almost over. 2021 is almost over. Many of us are saying good riddance, thinking 2020 was bad. Yeah, I'm so excited. So I have my little fairy friend here, in case you're wondering what that was. Um, And I have some new decks. I was gifted some new decks. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna be pulling some cards, seeing what we see for Monday for all of us. This is for the collective, tapping into the energies. I did a reading for my mom last night and it was pretty powerful. So I'm excited to see what pops out today. Here we go. Let's see if I can get my table situation a little better. Not really. Just keep saying it. Someday, my setup will be better. Okay, here we go. We have Six of Cups. So I like to not look at my decks when they're brand new. I know some people like to go through them and get to know them. For me, seeing a new card is like I like the surprise and the like, ooh, this is new and different. So we have the Six of Cups. This is really fun. There's a little, can't tell, little people, little people and a big person watching the little people, and they've got balloons, and there's just this kind of sweet energy. It's like it's like this little family together, and they're being watched over by their guardian, who's just kind of hanging out, taking care of them. For some reason, Mary Poppins pops into my mind. Um, when they go off and at the end and go fly kites, the original Mary Poppins. But instead we have balloons here. This is kind of Mary Poppins, just kind of there. I mean, obviously she leaves at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert, in case you haven't seen it. But she's just kind of there, like keeping an eye on things. I like that. Hey, Jojo, good morning. Really? All right, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, I can't think of what her name is. Woman with the fruit basket on her head. Nine of Pentacles. She's just Nine of Pentacles. It's usually a woman, always has like a bird or something with her. Not always, but um like friends with the natural world, very abundant, very fruitful, and like good on her own. She's made her own earrings here. um yeah, we're probably just going to spend a lot of time with these cards and then get into the I know, it's not funny. Spoiler alert for Mary Poppins. I don't know. There's probably people in the world who have not seen it. I would be willing to wager. And King of Pentacles. Okay, so one of the cool things about this deck is there are two sets of kings and two sets of emperors. One set is the traditional male version. One set is female, which I love. So this is a King of Pentacles female style. Kind of makes me think of the Queen of Wands in some decks, because the Queen of Wands often has like sunflowers and is very um, yeah, surrounded by this kind of bright happy colors. But because this is Pentacles, this is being very very set and solid in, going from the Nine of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. And especially because we chose the female version of this. This feels like your feminine side. We all have it, regardless of your gender. Your feminine side coming online, coming into balance. possibly even becoming more what's the word, like kind of taking control of things for a while, where there's this very the energy is kind of, it's much more nurturing, much more intuitive. um there's more of a sweetness here, even though with a king there's always this sense of like um action, forward movement, being very, very focused, singularly focused on something. And in this case, with the pentacles especially, this is you really using your feminine energy to get you where you need to go in life. Sometimes it's not enough to just, like, I don't know, as they say, take the bull by the horns. That's what's coming to my mind, where you just do it. You just go and you get it done. This is more like a fluid kind of, I'm getting it done, but I'm able to pivot as I need to. There's almost like this sense of water, where water is so powerful that it can wear away rocks and move giant boulders and all these things, but it in itself is very fluid and not rigid. I don't know if I'm getting that across very well. Okay. Oh, hi, Kiraxo. Good morning. Anyway, so this just, it feels like you you have this higher power watching over you, who also happens, there's this very feminine nurturing energy that is there kind of helping you tap into that energy that you possess, and that's getting you to this place. Let me hold all these up, where you're just like, yeah, like, having fully arrived, you're putting your efforts into yourself. You're being independent. We have the little family here, so it's not like you being independent at the expense of others or excluding others. Everyone's got a balloon to bring to the party, right? But you have something really special. And especially with the yellow here, the yellow in the flowers and the yellow in her dress. Yellow is this color of happiness and brightness. It's sunny. It's optimism, and using that energy to get you where you want to go. Okay. I think I'm going to switch to another deck. I actually got 3 decks. I'm very excited. But today I'm just going to use 2. Um, yeah, this deck is so beautiful. And now the one that I'm switching to, so I don't know if I actually said it. The one I was using is Tarot of Mystical Moments. That's what I just used. I love this deck. And then and I've seen other readers use it. And she also makes an oracle deck as well. Oracle of Mystical Moments, which I intend to get someday. But for right now, the oracle deck I'm using is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. That's right. All right, let's see what this has to say. Ooh, we've got Wolf Moon, hunger. Hunger. Feeling really hungry for getting yourself where you want to go. Tanya, hello. Good morning. There's a strong hunger for success, I think, for happiness, for being, being with people who want to bring balloons to the party. Oh, and we have faith. This card, actually, I did a reading for my mom, like I said, and this came up for her. This is a really cool card. It makes me think of the Empress card, Faith. Worm moon. I know each full moon has a name. The worm moon, I don't know what part of the year that's in. Not coming to me in this moment, but worm moon. Anyway, faith, actually. Um, this is using your intuition to get you where you want to go. It's kind of what I was talking about with all this feminine energy. There's so much nurturing energy here. And she's pregnant and got the planet here on her belly and kind of leaning against the moss, just kind of relaxing, enjoying her final hours before she births something new into the world. Now, this could be something that you're that you're presenting to the world, or that maybe you're somehow connecting with. You have an idea or a desire to connect with someone somewhere else in the world, or many people, and so you're having to rely on your faith. um hunger and faith and resistance. Oh, this is such an interesting card. So the resistance card, this fist has been closed for a while because look at all the stuff that's growing out, like full on trees. We know trees take a while to grow. So the resistance to change, to something new. There's I feel like there's so often that resistance that we bump up against because we as humans don't like change. We just don't. Most of us. Some of us are better at dealing with it. Some of us are more like, all right, bring it on. But it's still uncomfortable. And in this case, I think this is why there's this need to rest, to have faith. Because what's interesting here is what she's leaning up against looks a little bit like what's coming out of the fist. It's like having the resistance, kind of toward something new, but then also leaning into that, understanding that as you see as you see results, as you see evidence of things starting to work out, then you're able to like gradually open that hand and release that resistance. Oh, and what does that say? The waning crescent. Yeah, because it's the queen of the moon oracle. So they're all moon focused. Let me get one more. I just feel like it. Um, waxing crescent. Yeah, growth. Growth. That's what's happening. It's like there's all been all this growth that's happened around your resistance. But then as you release that resistance, as you lean on your faith, something is growing. And something is going to be birthed. What do we got here? Oh, this here we go. Another image of the planet. Getting your roots around and into the world. Getting your ideas, your something that you're birthing into the world. It's a part of you. Your essence is being given to the planet and it's connecting you so deeply. This is all about growth, your own personal growth, and coming to a place where you're just like, I'm good. I'm connecting with the natural world. Maybe you're going to feel more connected to nature in general. Maybe you're going to get yourself, outside more, and whatever is happening here, this growth is it's powerful. Oh, and she has a clock hanging. It takes time for growth to happen. It takes time to grow all these roots. And she's. but she's not concerned about the time also. It's just gonna happen when it happens. Cycles happen when they happen. The baby gets birthed when it's ready to happen and not before, unless, you go against nature and you cut the thing out. But you know what I mean? Like, everything happens in its own good time. Even when you decide to, you know, like, pull the baby out before it's ready for whatever reason. That's supposed to happen too, right? So, okay, I'm going to call it good. That's long. There's your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. This is amazing. This is so much like so many of my readings, where there is a lot of us who are we're going through this process of transformation, and we are going to be so successful on the other side. And it just takes time to grow our roots and to work on getting into the flow, releasing that resistance. So, anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. And thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.